You have spent years growing it, cutting it, coloring it, and somehow your hair still feels like it is working against you instead of for you. Let's fix that together, because your bone structure and your natural elegance deserve so much better. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work instantly. Today we are perfecting the 5 haircuts that genuinely take years off after 50. And by part 3, you will want to pause this video, walk to your mirror, and look at your face differently. We are covering everything from length myths that silently age you, to the one layering technique most stylists forget to mention, to the fringe decision that either frames your face beautifully or adds a decade overnight. Part 4 alone has made women cry happy tears in the salon chair. And the very first mistake? I see it on 9 out of 10 women over 50 sitting in that chair. Let's go. Part 1, the length trap. Why longer hair after 50 does the opposite of what you think. You have been told your whole life that longer hair is more youthful. So you kept it long. Protective, familiar, safe. And yet something still looks heavy. Something still looks tired. And you cannot quite name why. Here is what nobody is saying out loud. After 50, very long hair without structure pulls the face downward. It does not frame you. It drags you. And the longer it goes without layers or movement, the more it emphasizes gravity instead of fighting it. That is the real issue, and it has nothing to do with how much hair you have. This is the one thing I wish someone had whispered to me years before I finally changed mine. Length below the collarbone with no shape is doing damage you cannot see in a single glance. The fix is not to go dramatically short. It is to add intentional movement. A soft long bob that hits just below the chin is one of the most powerful youth-restoring cuts available to your bone structure right now. The bob lifts. It frames. It draws the eye to your face instead of pulling attention downward. If you are still holding on to hair past your shoulders with no layers, swap it for a structured long bob. The difference in how your jaw and cheekbones read is immediate. You will see it in photographs first, and then you will see it every morning. Keep your ends trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks. Blunt ends on a bob hold their shape and maintain that lifting effect through every stage of the cut. There is one specific way to add softness to a bob that stylists rarely explain clearly to women over 50. And it involves a technique, not a product. That is exactly what is coming in part 2, and it will change the conversation you have at your next salon appointment entirely. Part 2. The layering secret most stylists never fully explain. Have you ever left the salon with a technically correct haircut that still felt somehow flat? You looked in the mirror and thought, it is fine, but it is not alive. That moment is not your fault, and it is not your hair's fault. The issue is layering, or more precisely, the absence of the right kind of layering for your specific face shape after 50. This is the one that made a friend of mine stop mid-conversation and ask what changed about me. She assumed it was a color correction. It was one single conversation with my stylist. Generic layers cut straight across the midshaft add bulk in the wrong zones and flatten hair at the crown. That is what ages you. What you need instead is face framing layers. Pieces cut specifically to follow your jawline and cheekbone and bring soft movement toward your eyes. Face framing layers draw attention upward. That upward pull is the visual equivalent of a subtle lift. Your eyes look wider. Your jaw looks more refined. Those beautiful eyes of yours become the first thing anyone notices. There is one technique that makes every other layer decision work better. It is called point cutting the ends. Your stylist holds the scissors vertically and cuts into the hair instead of across it. This removes bulk without removing length and creates natural movement that holds even in humidity. If your stylist only cuts across in straight horizontal lines, ask specifically for point cutting at the ends. Swap flat blunt layers for face framing movement. Your reflection will feel completely different within one appointment. Yes, that's simple. Ask your stylist to keep your crown layers longer and your face framing layers shorter. This combination is what gives your hair volume exactly where aging tends to flatten it most. Part 3 is where most women over 50 make their biggest and most invisible mistake. It is about volume, but not where you think. Part 3. Volume in all the wrong places. The crown mistake silently aging you. This one is everything. You have been adding volume. You have been backcombing, using root sprays, blow drying upside down. And your hair looks fuller. But something is still off when you look at photographs. There is a reason for that. Volume at the sides of your head after 50 widens your face. It pushes your features outward horizontally. And that horizontal expansion is what creates the visual weight that adds years, not volume itself. What you actually want is crown lift. Volume specifically at the top of your head creates vertical height. And vertical height is what slimlines the face, lifts the brow line visually, and restores the proportions your face had 10 years ago. There is one cut that does this without product or effort. Layers cut shorter at the crown and longer toward the sides push your hair upward naturally when dry. This is called a graduated crown cut, and it changes your silhouette permanently, not just on good hair days. Honestly, I have watched women sit down for this cut looking exhausted and stand up looking like they just came back from a 2-week holiday. Your natural elegance was always there. The right shape just finally lets it breathe. If your cut is currently adding volume at the temples and sides, swap that for intentional crown layering. The difference in how your face reads in photos is something you will notice immediately. Use a round brush when blow drying and direct all your heat upward at the roots near the crown. This sets the shape and maintains it through the day without extra product. Part 4 covers the one fringe decision that either takes 5 years off or adds 10. And most women are unknowingly on the wrong side of that line. Part 4. The fringe decision. One choice that either frames you beautifully or ages you fast. Let's talk about fringe, because this single decision is one of the most emotionally charged conversations in any salon, and almost nobody is giving you the honest answer. Blunt heavy fringe, a dense horizontal line sitting straight across your forehead, cuts your face in half visually. It shortens the upper portion, draws the eye immediately to any forehead lines, and creates a hard shelf that interrupts the natural flow of your features. This one thing is doing more damage than you realize. What transforms the same forehead into a feature instead of a problem is a soft curtain fringe. Parted gently in the center or off-center, falling in soft wispy pieces that blend into your layers. This fringe style does something remarkable. It opens your face. It draws the eye inward toward your eyes rather than across your forehead. And it works with your natural hairline instead of fighting it. The women who cried happy tears in the salon chair I mentioned in the intro? Almost every single one had just discovered curtain fringe for the first time after decades of either avoiding fringe entirely or wearing the wrong kind. Your bone structure carries a curtain fringe beautifully. The soft parted pieces follow the natural movement of your cheekbones and make your eyes look lifted without a single product or procedure. If you are currently wearing a straight heavy fringe, swap it for a curtain fringe grown from the same length. Your stylist can reshape it in a single session. Ask them to point cut the edges so they feather naturally. Curtain fringe requires trimming every 4 to 5 weeks to maintain the soft shape. Left too long, it loses its lift and begins to weigh down rather than open the face. You needed to hear this. Part 5 is about the one texture decision that either modernizes your entire look or quietly dates it. And it takes your stylist less than 10 minutes to change. Part 5. Texture. The invisible detail that either modernizes your look or dates it completely. What if I told you that 2 women could walk out of the same salon with the exact same haircut, same length, same layers, same color, and one of them looks 10 years younger? The difference has nothing to do with the cut itself. It is texture. And it is invisible until you know what to look for. Over-processed, overly smooth, or flat-ironed to perfection hair has one quality that works against mature skin. It reads as rigid. And rigid hair next to natural aging skin creates a visual contrast that emphasizes every line and shadow rather than softening them. Soft natural texture. Whether your hair is wavy, slightly coiled, or gently tousled, moves. And movement next to a mature face reads as youthful. It reads as alive. It echoes the softness of your features rather than competing with them. There is one color technique that changes everything about how your face reads on camera. And it takes your colorist exactly 4 minutes to do. It is called baby lights woven through the top layer. Tiny threads of warmth that catch light and give your hair the depth and dimension that flat color removes. Baby lights woven through a textured cut give the illusion of movement even when your hair is completely still. And that movement is what photographs as youth. If you are currently flat ironing every day, or using a smoothing treatment that removes all texture, Swap it for a diffused dry or soft tousle with a small amount of lightweight defining cream. The softness this adds to your overall look is something you will feel before you even fully process why. Deep condition once a week. Textured styles require hydration to maintain their softness and prevent the brittle appearance that can undo all the visual gains of a great cut. This is the one that will make someone stop you mid-conversation and ask what you changed. Watch for it. You just learned 5 haircut truths that most women spend years discovering alone. From the length trap pulling your face down, to the layering secret your stylist may never have explained, to the fringe decision and the texture detail that quietly transforms everything. Boom! Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now it finally shows. Tell me, which of these 5 haircut mistakes were you making without even knowing it? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Next time, we are uncovering the 5 makeup mistakes that add 10 years to a perfectly beautiful face after 50. And one of them involves something you apply every single morning. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I will see you in the next one.